neighbor here, and I just wanted to tell you a little story. Hello, you got me? Okay. Wanted to share a little story. Maybe some of you guys have heard it before, and then I'm going to tell you the rest of the story. All right, so there was a rich guy, and he had some sons, and the youngest son was a punk. He said, Dad, give me my inheritance now. I'm going to go to the city and be a star. And Dad was mad, and Dad was angry, and Dad was heartbroken, but Dad gave him his inheritance, and he went off to the big city to be a star. No. Well, okay. So he went off, and he lived like a star for a few days, and people thought he was a star because he was surrounded by people, and he paid all their bills, and he bought all their drinks, and so, but he was really not a star. He was just spending his dad's money. And then one day, he was checking out of the club, and the manager came up to him and said, I'm sorry, sir, your card was denied. He said, try this one. He said, I'm sorry, sir, your card was denied. He said, try this one. And he said, I'm sorry, sir, your card was denied. At that moment, he decided to make an exit out the back door. He went back to his apartment, but the door was locked because his rent check had bounced. Didn't know what he was going to do, so he headed out of the city, ended up in a roadside motel in Bayonne. And he didn't know where he was going to go, but even in the roadside motel, he had to pay the rent, so he got a job scrubbing toilets with the janitorial service. One day they put him on a van, they sent him back to the city, and he was out there cleaning the club, cleaning up the mess that he used to make. And a voice said to him, you know, your dad treats his guys better than this. Your dad is nicer to his guys than this. Why don't you go back to your dad? And he listened to that voice, and he headed back to his home. And when he was on his way home, his dad saw him in the distance and ran out to him and said, my boy's back. And he said, let's throw a party. My son who was dead is alive again. He was lost and now he's found. Kill the fatted calf. Let's get the band struck up. Let's throw a party and welcome him home. And he welcomed him home. They were having this big party, but his big brother was out working. His big brother worked 12-hour days every day in the father's business. And so he wasn't even home when his little brother came home. When he did come home, he's like, whose party is this? What's the big deal? And someone says, your little bro, he's back, and your dad's throwing a party for him. And guess what? The big brother, he was angry. He said, Dad, I've been working for you all these years, and you never give me nothing. And then the little brother who spent all your money on prostitutes comes back, and you throw him a party. What's going on? And the party was going on, and the big brother wouldn't go in. And that's bad news. You know why?
Why?
Because the kingdom of heaven is a party. And that little big brother was shut out. Maybe you heard that story before. It's not original with me, but now I want to tell you the rest of the story. There was another brother who knew the heart of his father. And when the little brother went off to the city to pretend he was a star, the other brother followed him. The other brother kept an eye on him. And one night when the little brother got jumped, the other brother was there, and he fought off the attackers. He got the little brother home safely, though the little brother didn't know who it was. And then another night, the little brother got some bad dope. He passed out in an alley. He would have frozen to death because it was January. And the other brother showed up, called the ambulance, and got him to the hospital. When the little brother snuck out of the club, he owed a lot of people a lot of money, and they were going to come after him, but the other brother paid off the debts and said, leave my little brother alone. The other brother let him get locked out of his apartment, let him go find a job, scrubbing toilets. Then he sent one of his friends to give him a message. He said, come on home. Dad is dying for you to come home. And when that happened, he followed his little brother to the bus station. When he heard him order a ticket for his hometown, he jumped in his car, raced the bus home, and said, Dad, he's coming home, he's coming home. Get ready. Let's throw him a party and get ready to welcome him. That other brother, he's here tonight. That other brother, he's watching over all of us. And he has a message for someone tonight. And that message is, whenever you're ready to come home, your dad is going to welcome you there. So I want you to think about that. Thank you very much.
Give it up for Pastor. Okay, you had to flip your collar off to say that. You got neck pneumonia? When I think about Jesus, what he's done for me, when I